Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today we are reviewing this 303, an American brand that we don't hear too much of over in the UK. Graphene Nano Spray Coating Beyond Ceramic enhances gloss and depth, reduces water spotting, which is a criticism of ceramic coatings, I think. Extreme hydrophobic protection. You get 473 millilitres in this sprayable liquid that contains distillates, so like petroleum distillates. So it might not be purely water-based. 473 millilitres, and it costs around $19.99 from what I could find Googling, delivered from Amazon. Always shop around because your local detailing distributor might sell it for cheaper when you're buying loads of other products. So you can always sometimes beat those prices. Okay, so that is the product. Before we get started, guys, if you're new to Forensics Detailing, look at the special effects we have going on this channel. The Forensics Detailing channel, what do? We review lots of detailing products, tooling, products. We also have a Patreon page where you can join in at different tiers where I do a monthly competition, and this is my prize for this week's or this month's competition. Just need to think of a question. So there's loads of detailing goodies in there and a couple of copies of Pro Detailers magazines that'll make a nice gift. You can just sign up for advanced viewing or just simple entry level 1 to get access to the community where you can ask me questions and stuff like that. I've talked about it a lot, but support the channel through Patreon, that's great. And also, if you're new to detailing, I've got an online course that you can do, and all the information's in the description, so you can find out more about that. Let's get that stuck in to the product. So first of all, should we be offended by the price of this at $19.99 or, with delivery for 500 mil? No, we shouldn't. Why? Because this is a durable product that claims 1 year plus protection, which is a big claim. Lowers surface tension, well, that's fair enough. They all tend to do that. High water contact angle, sheds water quickly. They all tend to do that. Easy to use, black paint, direct sunlight, no problem. Great to use on paint, chrome, wheels, glass, trim, vinyl wrap. So you can just spray it on most things and it will shine it up, a spray and shine. What are the directions? You've got to give it a damn good shake. I've already done that. Ensure the paint is clean and dry before applying. I've already done that. It helps with the product bond to the paint. Spray it onto your microfiber or foam applicator. Apply in a crisscross pattern to ensure complete coverage. Allow it to cure and haze. Buff with a clean cloth. After buffing, it's ready to go. You don't have to worry about any cure time. So if you're doing something in a crisscross, then a nice square microfiber applicator is good. If not, just use a towel. So what we can do is we'll do it like from a POV kind of point of view. What we can do, let's prime the applicator, because if we don't prime the applicator, when we crisscross it, this is just going to buff it off like a clean microfiber towel. So get loads of product on there, so we're a bit primed. Make it sound more complicated than it is. Prime. Right, we can just rub that in a circle so we're properly primed. Put that here, and we'll put a spray over this panel. There we go, spray it off. And we'll just apply it. So let's show you what I'm doing. So it's nice and easy to spread. Make sure we've got a film of it everywhere. I can smell the solvent. Boot polish smell. It's fine. And then we'll crisscross it. Come back a bit, John, so people can see what you're doing. It's really easy to spread this, and I'm sure I could spread this further because the cloth's primed. You see, like put it all up here, which is nice. So I'd have no problem getting this. In fact, let's do this whole 3/4 section. So I've still got loads on the prime pad, so I'm finding this really easy to work with, which is great. Let's make sure that I've got, steady on. Make sure I've got it all the way up to the edges. And there I have applied it to the quarter panel of my car in seconds. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the bottle up and I'm going to turn my little heater on. We'll get the temperature of this up to sort of somewhere between 15 and 20, and we'll just leave that on the panel for 10 to 15 minutes to cure and bond to the clean paintwork. Let's go. Off we go. I'll show you the interesting bit. Watch the old Betsy fire up, ready? Pure, high-tech, state-of-the-art heating system, eco-friendly. I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back. Let's turn this off. It's probably been a bit more than the allotted time. So this is dried off now. So this is looks to me like quite a thick layer of product we put down here. But you've seen what I've done, so I think this will be fine. I've used this before. This will buff off okay. So let's buff and show you the buff. So we've got a clean microfiber towel. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. It does put a nice, I'm seeing the gloss come through, which is nice. That's not, well, you're probably seeing it on camera as well, doesn't it? Looks pretty good. A nice shine. It's not like a light buff, so when you buff a SiO2 product, you get that nice silky feeling. There's a bit of resistance to this, it's resinous, and that usually bodes well in terms of durability. This is requiring a bit of buffage, but so you have to be careful you don't miss anything. And I think doing a whole car, the buff is you will be puffing a bit. It's okay. I'm just going to flip the cloth. And we'll come down here. See it there? We've got the product. I don't mind a thicker buff as long as it all comes off. And it is coming off. The danger is you miss a bit. Yeah, you're going to leave like a little smear somewhere. So you might want to get a little torch on that. But that looks pretty good to me. And it is quite glossy. I've got a bit of jetting going on there. So, that's important. Sorry, I just missed a little bit there like I was talking about. So you might want to do a final off. If you applied this to the whole car, you might want to go back, get one more final cloth, and then go around and just do a final wipe down on it to make sure you've got everything. But that's looking good. So, I've had this product for over 6 months. I've used it a couple of times. I've tested it a couple of times. It was in another video. So I can tell you a little bit about this product. First of all, gloss and depth, fine, you know, makes the car shine. Water spotting, I don't really know. Very difficult to test. Extreme hydrophobic protection, no. Not in comparison to other products that are out there. It adds hydrophobicity, but it's more of a sheeting action than. So if you like real high beading, massive contact angles and stuff like that, then this product doesn't really deliver that. It just gives you a kind of rapid sheeting. What this product does do though, if you apply it properly, let it cure out onto a proper prepped degreased surface, it does have really good durability and it does cling on well for a sort of relatively affordable kind of product. So you'll probably be able to get 6 to 12 months out of it. It's not, you know, as long as you're maintaining it. There's so many different variables. This product was well received in America. There's not too much hype about it over here in the UK, and that's one of the big problems with the brand, is that there's no one really banging the pots and pans, as you hear me talking about, in the UK for 303, as far as I know. As far as I know. Tell me if I'm wrong. I tend to, you know, keep an ear to the grapevine. So That's not the right saying. I don't hear much, so there's not much hype with 303 in the UK. This is almost like one of their flagship products, so it caused it was well received. What 303 need to do is probably have some other flagship products. So a few of you would be screaming at me saying that their 303 dressing that you can use is very well received as well. So they've got a couple of good spray products. So if they can get a few more iconic things going that are popular over in the UK market, because over here we love our pre-wash snow foams and our, you've got to have if you're a detailing brand, you've got to have a flagship pre-wash snow foam, I think, and some good cleaning products and stuff, whereas these seem to be a protection orientated brand, from my point of view anyway. 303, would I use it? Yes. Would I recommend it? Yes. I want to just delve on graphene for a second. Now, graphene, we've had all the discussions about graphene before. In my head, it's no different to SiO2. If you think graphene, you're putting graphene on your car, and your car has got like this bulletproof shield, and the gloss is going to be more because it's got graphene. The durability is going to be more because it's got graphene. It's like if someone fires a bullet at your car, it's going to bounce off because you've got graphene. Well, you're going to be very disappointed. You're not really going to notice. If I blind tested it and you couldn't see the colour against other products, you could find there's other spray sealants that will last just as long, that are roughly the same price and doing the same sort of thing. So don't buy it because of the graphene. Buy it, I think, because it's reasonably well priced, the durability is good, and it has good detergent resistance. However, I will say this on the graphene. I think it's important for companies to keep innovating, because there's so much competition out there, and everyone tends to do the same thing. So if you can get onto a new technology first and get it out there first, then I think you get the benefits of that. And I think 303 did a good job of getting this graphene spray out nice and early. Whatever you think about it, someone will tell me it's just graphene oxide that's been mixed in there. Well, that's okay, because sometimes in certain products you just have fumed silica mixed in there, which is a micronized powder, and there's binders in there to keep it in the kind of formula. So in that sense, having a dispersed micronized powder in there, if that's what it is, isn't any different to products with fumed silica in it. And those products with fumed silica can be nice and slick and have lower friction because of the SiO2. So if you can buy that, if you can buy the SiO2 argument, then you could probably buy the graphene argument. The interesting thing is this isn't particularly slick. So it's lacking that, that feels nice, but my paintwork feels nice. But it doesn't have that nice buff like an SiO2 spray. So you've got everything you need to make a judgment on this product, guys. The disadvantage of spray-on products is you've got to do the prep yourself. You've heard me talking about, I like AOIs and things I can put on a machine polisher and whiz over the paintwork to reset the paintwork and put a protection down at the same time. Well, you've got to really, to get the most out of this, you've got to do your prep in advance, polish the car, decontaminate it, degrease it. But if you're prepared to do that, I think for a consumer product which isn't a ceramic coating and doesn't have any of the risks of the ceramic coating, this is pretty decent stuff. And I will end it there, guys. Put in the comments as always, because the comments, the people that take the time to comment, help my channel, and I really appreciate it. And they make their videos more interesting, because the discussions in the comments are really important. So anyone who comments, a big thank you. Put in there what you think. Some of my patrons are very fond of this product and use it because it can give them a clean finish, and I give them a reliable finish, which is very important, a reliable finish. So if you use it, you know what you're going to get, and you're not going to be fighting against the product. So it's quite a nice one to work with as well. So that's 303 Graphene Spray. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon on the Forensics Detailing channel. Bye for now.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I when